PathMonk is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and supporting visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. PathMonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them with key decision moments with relevant micro experiences, such as case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by 50%. Add PathMonk to your website in seconds. Let the artificial intelligence do all the work. Get access to 50% more qualified leads so you keep doing marketing and sales as usual. Check us out on PathMonk.com. On today's episode of the PathMonk Presents, I've got a very special guest with me today. Please welcome Gints, who's joining us from the folks at Confect.io. Gints, thank you so much for joining us today. It's an honor to have you on our show.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here. It's a pleasure. So for all of our listeners out there, tell us, what does your company do overall?
So we are a software company, first of all, and we have developed two core solutions. One of them is a bit more niche, where we enable e-commerce brands and agencies to edit dynamic product ads. And the second tool is essentially AI that understands what is in the ads and then connects that with the ad performance and tells you what works and what doesn't work in your ads.
That's incredible. So with that, so who are your clients then? So I know you mentioned e-commerce for the first solution, but is your company industry agnostic, or do you tend to focus on other industries more than others?
So there's certainly more people than e-commerce brands that could use us, but the sweet spot lies into e-commerce brands because then you just get way more out of the tool. First of all, with our core product, which is the dynamic product ads, you can really do a lot. And then if you pair that with the analytics, then yeah, that's where the most value comes for the customer.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, in terms of your clients, how do they typically find you? Would you say, your top acquisition channel is word of mouth? Is it referrals, digital marketing, or is it a mix of a lot of things?
Yeah, with us, the way how it works is that a lot of agencies come to us and then they onboard their clients where they manage their ads. So for us, definitely like partnerships is the best one. If we onboard an agency, then we could get like 5-6 different clients through them. So we work a lot with establishing friendships or being good to our agencies and being friends with them.
Yeah, absolutely. That's incredible. And it's great too, with partnerships, you're able to not only help, other clients, but also to be able to build more relationships, and then it leads to more clients in the end. So it's really good. Absolutely. So now we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about the website. So what would you say are the major strengths of the Confect website? And then where are there opportunities for room for improvement as well?
Yeah, interesting that you asked me. Actually, we redesigned it completely like in October, I think. So, okay, it's been already a couple of months. But what I like about our website is that it's very simple. So we don't ask for too much. Like it's not overwhelming to the potential audience. I think it's easy to understand, and we also tell you, we introduce what is going to happen or what is the change our product brings fairly quickly. And then if you head to our product pages, which lies under features, then each of our product pages allows you to try a very simple version of our tool just to give you that early aha moment, which I think also has helped a lot in terms of like conversion rate.
Yeah, it definitely has. And I think it's great too. I looked at you guys' website and you've got your analytics, your dynamic product ads, your design editor, new content. And I love how it's like I can see how these tools will benefit for what I need. So it's great what you guys have. So
Cool. Thank you.
absolutely. So now we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about you as a leader. So what do you do on a daily basis? Who do you work with? Who do you report to? What does a normal day look like for you?
Yeah, so I'm here at Confect in charge of all the marketing, making sure that we do the right thing and that we also execute on that. Our focus tends to change a bit depending on the season and depending on the what maybe we discovered a new thing we want to try out. So we use OKR system, and then we change a little bit the priority that we have for the given quarter. Of course, the main focus always is MRR. How can we grow that? How can we retain that the one that we have? So that's a bit more from the high level stuff. I don't know if you want me to go into more details on what are like, I don't know, channels or projects we are working on, or maybe you can give a bit more context on that so then I can
Yeah.
go into that.
Yeah, why don't you elaborate on the products that you guys have? Because like, you have really amazing products, so I think that would be great to elaborate on.
Yeah. So as I told you before, like the main product we have is the dynamic product ads product, and we use our analytics product to actually sell it. The cool thing with the analytics product is that we do get a lot of interesting insights on what works on the ads, and actually everyone who signs up for the trial or at config.io can do that also for their own ads. And then we're just distributing this information to our customers, our partners, or potential audience, to everyone who might be interested in a different formats. So whether it be a social media post, whether it be paid ads, whether it be email, blogs, you name it. So this is pretty much how, I'm not sure if like dog feeding would be the right term, but we use a lot of our own data, our own analytics we get from the ads to further, distribute our brand in terms of like what works and what doesn't work in ads.
Yeah, definitely. That's really cool too, especially how you guys have been able to come up with, the products and, how they work and how they're constantly being optimized as well. So now,
Yeah, we had. I just to add, I think we had was like an issue before that we wanted to do a lot of content, and content is the name of the game, but we
yeah,
really didn't have like a scalable way how to do it, or a trustful way of doing it. We didn't want it just to go and find some random information about, I don't know, whatever been written 4 or 5 years ago, and then now stick 5 different sources together. So yeah, in that sense, our product has really enabled us to be like a thought leader, or like an industry expert when it
yeah,
comes down to this.
yeah. So absolutely, you guys are definitely, top leaders and are changing the play. But we're showing that, we're the experts in this field. We know what we're doing, and we're here to help you overall. So again, really awesome what you guys have in store. So now we're getting to the end of our interview, and I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Awesome.
sure.
So, if there were no boundaries in technology, what would be the one thing that you would want to have fixed in your role today as a marketer?
Ooh, one thing what I think we are a bit struggling is that in terms of attribution, I think we are like a lot of times uncertain of what happens where and where it happens. I know there's attribution solutions that kind of offer that thing, but I don't think it can fully track. So I think that would be a very cool thing if we could really track every touch point, every time someone mentioned you, even though like on the places where it's unimaginary that it could be tracked. I think that would be a very nice product or solution.
Yeah, that would be a great solution, honestly. So, my next question is, what is the last book that you read? And if it's not a book, then maybe audiobook or, last podcast you listened to.
Yeah, so there has been few, and actually I tend to reread some of the books from the past. One of them is How Brands Grow by Byron Sharp. Another one that's I think an oldie, just it's called Influence. I don't recall the author from my head, but I think the listeners must know that. I think that book is all like you could read it at any point of your career and just remind yourself how persuasion works. And are you doing that, or could you do it better?
Okay, all right. I'm going to check out the second one you mentioned, Influence. That one sounds really interesting. I'm going to look into it. All right. So we're at the end of our interview today. And I want to thank you so much for joining us on the podcast, but I also want to give you the last word. If anyone were to forget about everything we've talked about in your interview today, what is the one thing you want them to remember about your company overall?
Yeah, I think the cool part about us is that we really share a lot of insights about paid advertising and what people could do or what works, what doesn't work. Um, I think if you're curious about that, whether you're an e-commerce brand agency or software company, you can definitely come to either our website or our LinkedIn page and check, the stuff we share. Um, I know that maybe asking you to become a customer is a stretch, but I think you will get a lot of value just seeing the content we share.
Absolutely. All right, for all the listeners out there, any of your needs, you know where to find Gints and his team at Contract. All right, thank you again so much. And for all of our listeners out there, check us out next week on PathMonk Presents.